reasonable.
That's all you can ask for.
Like,
Yep.
heard all the testimony, was attentive. She wasn't on no bull. And she came back and was like, she gave a whole breakdown, like, of everybody testified of their body language, their consistencies, their inconsistencies, their reasonability, the credibility.
Joe Budden beats his case. Let's talk about it. This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion with your guy Olize. Don't forget to subscribe. So yeah, I want to talk about this. Joe Budden, of course, the main guy on the Joe Budden podcast. He was charged with stalking and lewdness because he was caught outside his place completely with no clothes on, no underwear. He ended up going to his neighbor's door and what looked like he was pressing, I believe, their keypad. And obviously, yeah, he was not wearing clothes. So law enforcement were contacted and he was arrested and charged. But like I said, he beat his case and he was speaking about it on the Joe Budden podcast. Check out what Joe Budden had to say.
Reasonable.
That's all you can ask for.
Like,
Yep.
heard all the testimony, was attentive. She wasn't on no bull. And she came back and was like, she gave a whole breakdown, like, of everybody testified of their body language, their consistencies, their inconsistencies, their reasonability, the credibility. She did say I smirked a couple of times during the thing, but that lady was getting some bull. Like, it's like a lady. So I hit up a couple of smirks, but that was the end of that. Because then she got into what some of these things mean. Stalking means by statute 8.25,
Words mean things. Words mean things.
2 or more times where you have harassed, threatened, made somebody in fear for their life, but yada, all of this didn't apply to me. Lewdness in statute 6.423 says that you have to be nude where there's reasonable expectation for you to be seen. I wasn't seen. That ring video means if you see me through a ring door, that don't mean nothing. Like, nobody was in the hallway, nobody seen. And you have to be in the act of or trying to pleasure yourself. And she said the one time that he touched his penis, he appeared to be trying to cover himself. Mr. Budden was not trying to forcibly enter your, because that's what they say, he was trying to forcibly enter my place. But the video shows me trying to put a keypad in. It looked like I had to pee. It looked like a 10-second video of me having to shifting his weight from one leg to another leg as if he has to use the bathroom. He's not forcibly trying to enter. He was out there for a total of 9 seconds, and it is for that I find, it's over for that. So, Mr. Budden, please take the necessary precautions to make sure that this never happens again.
Put the zap it on your door.
And all of y'all get.
Oh, they didn't even order you to.
The order at the verdict? No.
Yeah, because he found her not guilty of anything.
That I shouldn't have been sleepwalking.
Yeah, true.
So I'll expound on that a little bit. Some people here know, those of you out there may not know. For a few months now, I've been having an ongoing battle with this racist couple. He's Turkish, she's Russian. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. He's Turkish, she's Russian, she's a Karen. They have been doing all types of for months in terms of just complaining about noise and the smell and seeing black people.
Yeah, fam. So clearly Joe has had some issues with this neighbor. Or should I say the neighbor has had issues with Joe. He's kind of pulling that whole race card, that they kind of had issues with him being black. And that she basically lied about everything. The kids did not watch him while he was not dressed at their door. The mother and father actually showed their kids the video of Joe nude, which is very strange. I'm not sure how old the kids were. I heard they were minors, but why would they see the video? It doesn't really make sense. The neighbor even said Joe was doing something naughty, but the judge and all that decided that no, there was nothing bad happening. And apparently the whole video is only 10 seconds long. My whole thing is, Joe, if you know that you have a sleepwalking problem, why not sleep with some underwear on, eh? Or lock your doors a bit better. Because Joe Budden has spoke about this in the past, that he has a sleepwalking issue. And you might not feel like the underwear is comfortable enough. Then just get some baggy underwear, bro. Anything's better than being walking around at your neighbor's house trying to open their door. A lot of people were saying that this was even strange that it even went to court, because most people that have this issue, it's kind of dismissed as, you know, you've got a medical condition. But he wasn't found guilty for any charges. He's scot-free, can go back to doing his podcast as usual. No criminal charges against him. But it was a funny story. Joe Budden caught completely naked at his neighbor's door doing God knows what. 50 Cent and Joe Budden's beef is getting serious. After Irv Gotti sadly passed away, 50 showed no mercy, posting on Instagram that he's smoking on that Gotti pack. This upset a lot of people in the hip-hop community, and one of those people was Joe Budden. And he had some strong words for 50 on the Joe Budden podcast.
50 Cent needs therapy. I don't care if you agree with the rationale. Publicly saying, I didn't want him to see my new shows, or whatever the is being said, I think it's wrong.
And as expected, 50 did not like this. He released a series of online posts mocking Joe Budden for his criminal case he had just recently while he was sleepwalking in the nude. Well, after several days of 50 posting, Joe Budden has recently spoke on it on the Joe Budden podcast, saying he may possibly sue the G-Unit lieutenant.
50 been posting me for 7 days in a row. If I have a problem with it, we getting lawyers involved, because that's illegal. But I don't have a problem with it, and I think that's corny. And that's 50. I got all the respect in the world for him. But if I get tired of it and it stops paying, then yeah, it's lawyer time.
Now, you know 50 Cent was always gonna reply to this, and he did not disappoint. He took to IG, warning Joe Budden that he wants to get face to face and see if Joe keeps that same energy. Will this escalate? We'll just have to wait and see. Subscribe and I'll keep you updated on what happens next.